Hello everyone, my name is Tojo and welcome back to Warcraft 3 Reforged. Last time we continued on with Arthas. He is now the Death Knight of the Lich King, wielding Frostmourne, the soul-cleaving runeblade. We were tasked by, what was his name, Tichondrius, the Dreadlord, who's apparently speaking for the Lich King at the moment, to assemble the Cult of the Damned, so we had to go and rescue a bunch of acolytes from, rescue them from hiding amongst the human population. Had to be a bit sneaky about it, and now we are to go digging up the dead. Let's just jump right into that. The outskirts of Anderhall. We're in Anderhall this time. Remember that, Anderhall. I'm terrible at remembering what town we're in.
This crude contraption will allow you to transport the remains of our master.
Can you not simply raise the remains when we find them?
Pardon, Lord, but a being of Kel'Thuzad's power can only be reanimated at a nexus of powerful ley energies, and there are no such places in this land.
Very well then. Let's move out.
Yeah, Arthas, you dummy. Can't just raise the corpse of a lich and expect it to still be a lich.
This is more like it.
You were gone for how long in the in Northrend? You didn't pick up any basic necromancy principles? Stupid.
Speak, fool.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep Arthas, gonna keep the ghouls in one, gonna keep these guys on 3 because they're besieged. Meat wagons are horrifyingly neat. They are wagons that carry meat. They carry corpses, and then they launch the corpses to damage buildings. These also, they have a neat ability where they get corpse. You can put that on auto cast, they'll do it automatically, but they'll if something dies, they'll go and gather the corpse and it'll stay preserved inside of them. And then one tactic you can use is just pair them up with necromancers, and the necromancers will pull corpses out of the meat wagon to raise skeletons out of. It's just a neat thing. Also, various other things. There's like some items and spells like the Death Pact that require undead units around, so you can.
What is it now?
Require corpses around, so
Frostmourne.
That's the thing. You can also use them to feed your ghouls as you're going around. So let's just turn that onto auto. Let's get everyone lined up here. And throw the corpses of their comrades at their faces. Yeah, they also do splash damage just like most other siege units, so you gotta be careful of friendly fire. Did guys not leave a corpse? What happened to the other guy? Maybe I might be forgetting. I think it might be possible that siege units destroy corpses before they become corpses, because it might just straight up obliterate a unit that gets hit by it directly.
At last.
Arthas, stop this madness before it's too late.
Stand aside, brother. I've come to collect some old bones and I don't wish to be disturbed.
Okay. Also, I will say it's nice that they gave, like the name, or the Paladins of the Silver Hand and some of the other named guys along the campaign, different models than just the default Paladin. I think some of them may have had like different hair colors. That would have been the extent of the variation between them in Reign of Chaos, Frozen Throne. Gonna let them do their thing. As soon as that tower's down.
This is more like it.
As soon as that tower's down, you guys gonna.
At last. Frostmourne hungers.
There we go.
What is it now? Tread lightly.
Make a line here.
This is more like it. No one orders me around.
So
No one orders me
back
around.
to get out of range of that siege tower.
Tread lightly. Finally. Speak.
That siege tower's gonna mess us up if we let it.
This is more like it. What is it now?
Yeah, we lost a ghoul to that,
Ah, at last.
unfortunately.
Must
You to go easy.
No one orders me around.
The meat wagons. Also, the meat wagons. If you ordered the, I guess it's called the Spoils of War edition of Warcraft 3 Reforged, which I have. Okay, stop it! Trying to do a thing here. Stop. But you get this as an in-game mount in World of Warcraft if you order the Spoils of War edition, which also gives you some like character skins for like versus play, like player versus player maps and custom games and stuff like that. Like one of them is you get a female Death Knight skin for if you make a Death Knight while playing. One of them replaces the Archmage units or a hero unit for the humans with Lady Jaina Proudmoore from Battle for Azeroth. You get like Thrall. There's a couple other ones. There's a female. Actually, I don't know if the female Death Knight and Demon Hunters are from the Spoils of War edition. But you also get like an Arthas
Speak, fool.
Fallen King skin for Death
Frostmourne
Knights as well.
hungers.
And that just replaces the
Finally.
units in versus play. So you don't. It doesn't give you like any bonuses. It's just cosmetic. But yeah, this tower here would have ripped apart our front line if we had just let him sit there. Splash damage isn't something to play around or take lightly. Let's just give them a second to get these towers going. Guys, can you focus on the actual threat here? That'd be great. Thank you.
What
And
is
then we
it
can send in
now?
our guys. I think we've only lost one ghoul so far, so that's not bad. Okay.
Finally.
I can't believe that we ever called you brother. I knew it was a mistake to accept a spoiled prince into our order. You've made a mockery of the Silver Hand.
He really has. Just try and get Arthas to tank as many of them as we can.
Tread lightly.
Well, I deleted my own rule accidentally. And I'm down to one. Lovely. It's fine, it's fine. This is not a problem. This is still level
last.
2 of the undead, so this is meant to be easy, right?
Speak, fool.
It's not like I had to learn things when I was playing human. Silly humans.
Ah, at last.
I do enjoy the undead campaign more than the humans. And something
What is
about
it now?
I like when story-based games have you play
Finally.
from the point of view of the villain instead of just fighting the villain the whole time. And Warcraft 3 does a really good job of getting like both sides of the hero and villain thing going on. There's a lot of anti-heroes involved
This is
in
more
Warcraft 3.
like it. Frostmourne hungers. Come along now, Necromancer. The powers that you once served have need of you again.
Told you, my death would mean little.
What the? Am I hearing ghosts now?
It is I, Kel'Thuzad. I was right about you, Prince Arthas.
It took you long enough. These remains are badly decomposed. They will never survive the trip to Quel'Thalas.
Quel'Thalas.
Yes, Only the energies of the High Elves' Sunwell can bring Kel'Thuzad back to life.
Then what must be done?
You must steal a very special urn from the Paladin's keeping. Place the Necromancer's remains within it, and he will be well protected for the journey.
As you wish.
Mission part 2. Now we get to go into base building. We have some of the acolytes we rescued earlier. Lovely little cultists, aren't they adorable?
Thy will be done.
Little daggers. What you gotta say,
life for
The undead must haunt the gold mine before the acolytes can begin harvesting gold.
This is the hour of the scourge. All I see is blackness. Oh, my hood's down. My life for hire. I mean, Ner'zhul. Would you like to know the secret to eternal happiness? Page 246. Thy bidding, master. My life for Ner'zhul.
Okay, so interesting thing. These are the equivalent of our peasants and the humans. The acolytes are your basic gold gatherers and building constructors. The neat thing about these guys is something I touched on earlier, but we have to haunt the gold mine in order to collect from it.
Yes, master.
And instead of having to sit here and like continually construct it, he can just start the summoning and then walk
Light
away.
is created when undead structures are summoned. Buildings can only be summoned onto blight, with the exception of the necropolis.
If anyone's familiar with StarCraft, the Zerg, they can only build on creep. It's the exact same function for the undead. Where they put down their primary building and it'll spread an area where you can build on. And on that area, your undead units get like increased. I don't know if they get increased movement like they do in StarCraft, but they do get health regen.
I gladly obey.
We just we're just waiting for that to finish so we can build more things. Because that's literally the only things I can build is the necropolis out of blight. Well, while we're waiting,
my fate is
let's
sealed.
see. We got some more wagons involved.
No one orders me
I need to
around.
be careful because I don't need to lose
This is more
all my
like
gold
it.
while doing this. Let's see if there's anything we can
Finally.
look for down here while waiting for the necropolis to come
Frostmourne
up.
hungers.
We got some rock golems.
Ah, at last. Finally.
So there's another question. Is it golem or is it golem? Because I always, I pronounce it golem because I grew up watching Pokemon and the Pokemon there, it's pronounced golem. But I hear people always calling it golem, but every time I hear golem, all I can think of is, Lord of the Rings Smeagol.
Summoning is
Oh, the
complete.
necropolis is up.
Summoning
Gold
is
mine's up.
complete.
Oh, there it is, okay.
Frostmourne
So yeah,
hungers.
it looks like the gold mine also spreads it a bit, but the necropolis is the other one that primarily spreads blight, and the ziggurats. So let's
I
get
wish
these guys on
only to
building.
serve.
They all get in their little designated
When
space.
standing on blight, wounded undead units regenerate faster.
Yeah, these guys get in their little spots, and they start doing their spooky magic to drain gold out of the gold mine.
I bow to your will.
We have the Altar of Darkness, which is the same thing as the Altar of Kings, almost exactly.
Thy will
Each
be
of the
done.
races has an altar. They're pretty much the same in design. Gonna drop the circle
I
and
gladly
walk away.
obey.
So you don't have to build like multiple workers to get a base up and running. The graveyard here is the alternative return point for Lunger. Oh my god, what is wrong with my words today? The graveyard is the alternative return point for
Yes,
lumber
master.
for the ghouls, who will now go start lumbering. There's your.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
The crypt is like the barracks. It'll build more ghouls for us.
My
It'll also
fate
make
is sealed.
what was it? The crypt fiends and gargoyles,
Thy will be done.
which we saw.
Summoning a graveyard will supply the undead army with fresh corpses.
Oh yeah. So the graveyard is the lumber return point. It's also where we get our upgrades from, and it'll also spit out corpses. I think up to 5 corpses per graveyard, just to have them around in case your base gets attacked. You can make use of those.
Summoning is complete. My life for Nezur.
Or just use them to feed your meat wagons and then take them out to slaughtering. Okay, so crypt is our barracks. We also need to get
Thy bidding, master.
Instead of farms, the undead use ziggurats, which are these towers here.
Thy will be done.
So they give us supply. They also spread the blight, and we can upgrade them to turn them into defensive towers. So usually in
yes, master.
Like competitive play, you'll see these scattered in between buildings and also on the perimeter. They're literally all over the place.
My fate is sealed. Summoning is complete.
1, 2 ziggurats. Let's get number 3 out.
Ghouls harvest lumber for the undead army.
It's like we can only make ghouls for now, so let's just send them.
Summon more ziggurats.
Well, as soon as we can make more. Let's send them. Just start lumbering, then we can pull off the lumber line to feed into our front line. Halls of the Dead and Graveyards. We can go ahead and upgrade the Halls of the Dead.
Speak. Summoning is complete.
Which I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but because normally it's been a while since we've had to actually upgrade a building from scratch, but upgrading your primary building, like your town hall, your necropolis,
is complete.
Upgrading those gives you access to higher tiers of upgrades and units. So as soon as that pops up with our...
I bow to your will.
So we get maximum efficiency coming out of this. We need a Hall of the Dead and the Graveyard. So we have the Graveyard waiting for that to open up, and then we can build the Slaughterhouse, which will give us more meat wagons.
Summoning is complete.
And while we're here, go ahead and upgrade the Spirit Towers. In the Frozen Throne expansion, they get a second option for upgrade. It's the Cold Tower. It's a bit cheaper. I think it hits lighter, but it adds a slow effect. Okay, so we got that. Really, it's just the only thing we can make is just massive ghouls.
Required.
So you can just keep those coming out. Let's go look at...
Research complete.
Okay, you guys stay up here. I'm just gonna go with Arthas for a while.
Upgrade complete.
Let's see how many golems we can take out.
Upgrade complete.
Sags.
This is more like it.
You.
Frostmourne hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
Finally.
I'll make sure you suffer.
This is more like it.
There you go, guys. And of course, like the other ones, they can go around and repair mechanical buildings.
Now.
Summon more ziggurats.
It is a bit annoying that the golems are immune to magic, so I can't death coil them, and I also can't heal myself with it. Did I get another scroll of healing? I thought I used that in the last mission.
Research complete.
Or in the last phase of the mission. Ah, you're dead. That was close.
At last.
Upgrade complete.
So let's... okay.
This is more like it.
Need more ziggurats. This guy's going around repairing.
I wish only to serve.
So let's build another one right here.
I gladly obey.
And really, we can't just keep expanding our front line if we wanted to.
My fate is sealed. Thy will be done.
This is in no way an
master.
effective way to build a base in competitive. Just because siege units are a thing. Their siege units will always be right outside the range of defensive structures. Except maybe siege towers. I haven't used them a lot, so that might be the exception.
No one orders me around.
Oh, that building's up now, so let's get a slaughterhouse.
Thy bidding, master. My fate is sealed. Summoning is complete.
Okay.
Tread lightly.
I'm glad I get that.
Finally.
I can't really do anything until we get some. Well, I mean, I can. He's at half health now.
Summoning is complete.
But stop being beige now. Let's just do it.
Summoning is
At
complete.
last.
Okay, so we've got our guys here.
Summoning is complete.
We'll leave these guys around to help out with the defense of the base.
No one orders
See
me
how far we can get
around.
with this.
What is it now? Frostmourne
What goodies we got
hungers.
hiding out over here?
Finally.
Oh, edge of the map? Yeah.
This is more like it. At last.
Summoning is complete.
Must be
To rotate the mouse so they're not all.
Forces are under attack.
I'm not losing anyone.
Upgrade complete.
Let's get our repair guy back
I
on it.
bow to your will. I gladly obey. Yes, master.
And with the humans, I didn't really use anything mechanical because the only thing they have is really the gyrocopters and the siege engines. But your repair guys can also do mechanical units as well because they don't benefit from healing spells or anything. Oh, we get to peek out into the village. How lovely. I'm sorry, I just saw that shoot out of the map there. It threw me off for a second. Okay, so we got
Tread
this
lightly.
running. What are we
This
doing?
is more like it.
Hello? Hello. Oh, we're gonna need help with
At
that.
last.
We need a lot of help with that. I don't think I've ever seen that guy before,
Frostmourne
actually.
hungers.
And this map, for the most part,
Finally.
does resemble what it used to. Maybe I'm just misremembering, which is
Frostmourne
very likely.
hungers.
My memory is absolute shite. You're repairing. Have any other upgrades? No, we still got recon stuff.
More gold
We got
is
nothing else to spend
required.
gold on, so. You guys.
No one orders me around.
And really, at this point, the only thing we really need to need lumber for is to build meat wagons, but I don't intend on losing those anytime soon. What I'm getting at is I don't actually need all these ghouls harvesting lumber, obviously. Look at 1600.
What is
So
it
let's
now?
just take these guys.
Finally.
And I'll fill in those last two slots with meat wagons.
This is more like it.
Speak,
Just to
fool.
have some corpses to eat along the way. And let's go see if we can take
at
out this rock
last.
golem. Because he's pretty high level. He's like, what was it, a level 8 or level 9?
This is
So
more
I'm
like it.
assuming he dropped something nice.
At last. Frostmourne hungers.
Level 9. Armor is he? Just chaos damage, which is not a pleasant sight. Take extra damage from magic attack. We don't have any magic units at the moment.
Finally. Frostmourne
Our
hungers.
forces are under attack.
Okay, so they got that under control for the most part. Everything alright over here. Where is our repair acolyte? Where is our repair acolyte? Did he die? He may have died. Just have a second one. Just
My
have
life for
one out.
Nazul.
Make a second one to fill
My
in the
fate
gold
is
mine,
sealed.
and then just have one sitting around just to
Thy
repair stuff.
will be done.
No one orders me
Alright, what did he
around.
Pendant of energy? That's alright.
The damned stand
At
ready.
last.
Give us a little boost in the
This is more like it.
magic utility.
Finally.
Is there anything else around here? Looks like this
At
bridge is
last.
out.
The damned stand
Frostmourne
ready.
hungers.
It's
This is
populated.
more like it.
What's over here?
You will know endless torment.
Sasquatch. I know I said it earlier, but I already forgot which town we're in. I made a point of saying it when I was looking at the
Now,
map, and I've
Frostborn.
already forgotten.
Finally.
Potion of healing. Potion of
At
healing.
last.
Take the potion
What
of
is it
healing.
now?
Thank you.
Tread lightly.
Another upgrade. Let's go for the aura.
This is more like it.
Help! The undead have returned.
He just went and
Frostmourne
hid in his house, which I
hungers.
can't target, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever.
At last. Frostmourne
There.
hungers.
Anything here?
Finally.
Help! The
This is
undead
more
have
like
returned.
it.
Looks like Tichondrius is up to something
This
over here.
is more like it. Speak, fool.
I
Frostmourne.
must feast on souls.
Okay. You do you, buddy.
I grow tired of waiting.
Okay.
Tread lightly. Speak, fool. No one orders me around.
Alright. I forgot to set a rally
Thy
point for that.
bidding, master. I gladly obey.
Did I miscount? Or was our guy not actually dead? Because it doesn't look like our guy was dead, because I thought
Thy will
if he was
be
dead, I
done.
would have had 2 vacancies. Because I just pulled that guy off the gold mine. Whatever.
What is it now?
I wish only to serve.
No one
Okay.
orders me around.
More ghouls? More ghouls.
What is it now?
Lost quite a few to that golem, apparently. Nope, nope, that's not what I wanted. I want you to do that.
Tread
I want you
lightly.
guys to come back here. and then up
At
here.
last.
So turn your stuff and let's go.
This is more like it.
Where'd those acolytes go?
My life for Ner'zhul.
Speak, fool.
I shouldn't have
Speak,
much more
fool.
interference once I actually start pushing out.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
But I'm just gonna leave some meat wagons over there just in case. See, in the Rogue Wizards, they just used to use a brown-colored
What is it now?
Archmage skin. They've given them something else. Voodoo Doll increases intelligence by 1. I'll give it to KT when we shows up.
Tread lightly. At
KT being
last.
Kel'Thuzad, you have to start specifying
No
later
one
because then
orders
there's like
me
Kel'Thas and what's the other one's name? Isn't the leader of the Legion also a KT?
Frostmourne
That's KJ.
hungers.
Vile betrayer! You are not fit enough to even carry your father's name! Why Uther ever vouched for you is beyond me. You've stripped him of his honor by casting yours to the winds. You deserve a gruesome death, boy.
That was right. That's the basic Paladin skin
Tread
for
lightly.
for versus matches, custom games.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Speak, fool.
Let's keep the ghouls coming. Just gonna have to just start rallying in Arthas' area.
What is it
Okay.
now?
Eat up. guys. Oh, that was the attack wave coming in.
What is it now? Ah, at last. No one orders me
It's
around.
fine, we got this. We can afford to use you guys. Undead units tend to be, I think they tend to be a bit cheaper. Because, like, what was it? A footman was 135, I think ghouls were 120, yeah.
Speak, fool. Frost
So much like the Zergus,
hungers.
cheaper units, you build a lot of them in Swarm.
Tread
But
lightly.
not exactly like them in certain ways we'll get into later.
What is it now?
Must feed. Insufficient mana.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers.
Alright, what you got here?
Faithless coward. Finally.
Alright, get you guys healed up. Let's add our new friends into the group. Just keep those going. Might as well add you guys now. Since I think we're getting into the part where we're cutting off the incoming waves.
Tread lightly. For the Lich King.
Let's see if there's any goodies lying
At
around.
last. This is more like it. Speak, fool.
Let's probably just get them out of the group.
No one orders me around.
2.
What is it now? This is more like it.
Heavy splash damage. Normally I'd be more worried about losing people on the front line, but we're pretty set. We actually can probably do with the second crit.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Tread lightly.
Just keep that feeding in on us.
No one orders me around. Ah, at last.
Save us!
Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Alright.
Frostmourne hungers.
Light have mercy on you. Your betrayal has broken Uther's heart, boy. He would have given his life for yours in a second. And this is how you repay his loyalty?
At last.
Insufficient mana.
It's not actually fall. I think it's another,
Speak,
Yep, oh, there it goes.
Summoning is complete.
Get some focus fire going. There we go. Well, that guy's just gone. Let's get
I bow
a
to your will.
you out here. Let's get Arthas back up. Just gotta keep the siege tanks here. I keep saying siege tanks, meat wagons. Yeah, with most siege units, they actually have a minimum range. If you get too close to them, they can't hit you. Which I think I demonstrated in the culling episode. I had a rifleman get up next to a meat wagon, but I didn't explain why. They do miss a lot. Lost a meat wagon. It's fine. Where's my repair guy?
My life for Ner'zhul.
Probably should change the rally point here. Let's get the crypts going.
More
Our
gold is
forces
required.
are under attack.
Alright, let's get the meat wagons repaired up while we wait for Arthas to come back. See if there's anything in here. And let the ghouls take a couple hits and then have them feed. Arthas is here. Let's get going.
What is it now?
Summon
Place to
more
be
zeros.
Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. This is more like it.
Summon more ziggurats.
Your pain shall be legendary.
This is fine.
This is more like it.
Have the
Finally.
ghouls press on. Siege engines will carry up behind. I think it's the last guy in it.
Your father ruled this land for 70 years, and you've
How
ground
old
it
was
to
that guy?
dust in a matter of days.
Very dramatic, Uther. Give me the urn, and I'll make sure you die quickly.
The urn holds your father's ashes, Arthas. What? Were you hoping to piss on them one last time before you left his kingdom to rot?
I didn't know what it held. Nor does it matter. I'll take what I came for one way or another.
There we go.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Ah, at last.
Dude, he's just gonna sit in his bubble for a bit. Farm
No
there,
one
that's
orders
fine.
me around. What is it now? Tread lightly.
There we go. And then now you guys can all focus on
No one orders me around.
or that. That's a first for me. Hold on, let's back up for a second. Wait, no, hold on. It's just a prank, bro. Let's go. Let's get Arthas back out.
Our forces are under attack.
More gold is required.
Yeah, the ghouls will be more than enough to handle this, just not whenever Uther's in the bubble. Which that seemed like it had a very short cooldown. You guys gonna... Guys. Thank you.
I dearly hope that there's a special place in hell waiting for you, Arthas.
We may never know, Uther. I intend to live forever.
Dun dun! Oh, we still got things to do. Oh, gotta get the urn. We gotta get Arthas up. Literally just waiting on him.
Must feed.
Is there anything over here? It's a dog. I don't want to blow up the dog. I'm not gonna do it. Kenshin. Kenshin. Is that a... that's... Is that a reference? Isn't that an anime, Kenshin?
What is that?
Anything else happening over here? So if I know I did legitimately forget what town this is, but I think this is around Andorhol because that's where Uther's tomb is, and I don't imagine they buried him far from where he died. Anything interesting to pick up? Anything interesting down here? No. Scroll protection, that might come in handy later. Let's just fling some dead bodies. Yeah, it got rid of it destroyed the corpse before it became a corpse, so I guess that's the risk with using siege units. Arthas, how long have you been here?
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers.
You know what, I'm actually about to have an inventory problem with that, so I'm going to not pick up the scroll.
Frostmourne hungers.
Alright, we did it! Woo! We killed everyone.
Excellent work. Now your journey to Kel'Thuzad can begin.
Tell him nothing. Only you can hear me. The Dreadlords cannot be trusted. They are the Lich King's jailers. I will tell you all when I walk this world again.
Ooh, ominous. Alright, so that does it for today's episode, guys. The next couple episodes are probably some of my favorites in it. The Fall of Kel'Thuzad is really nice. It's one of the things I was really hoping they'd address with their updates, especially when it comes to like voice lines and stuff, but spoiler alert, they really didn't. They did update a couple things, but it's nothing along the lines of what I thought it was, because... Okay, so my primary problem, if we're going to get into this now, is... I understand why the dialogue is the way it was when the game first released. It was just trying to deliver events rather than building characters. Whereas World of Warcraft really focuses on developing the characters from Warcraft 3. So you get dialogue lines, as you'll see later, that are very, very basic. They don't really match into the personality of the person who says it, specifically in the case of Sylvanas, who they, in World of Warcraft, or even in Frozen Throne, and through World of Warcraft, they build her as some kind of like tactical genius. But I'll leave the lines for later. But it's not very, that's not something that's very well portrayed in this. It was one of the things I was hoping they'd address when they said that they were going to update the dialogue to better to better convey the story. But we'll get into that in the next couple episodes, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.